Oh, hello. This is Tom from Tom and Ruth Philippine Adventures. Today I want to talk about hospitals. Hospitals in the Philippines. Are there hospitals close to you? Do you have hospitals close to you? Anyway, this video coming up is going to talk about the hospitals. And are the hospitals clean? So when you go in the hospital, is it a clean hospital? Does it have clean towels and clean sheets? And is it clean? Is the floors clean? Is it sanitation? Does it have any kind of problems? I want to tell you this, that the hospitals that I've been in here where I'm at locally are as clean or cleaner than any U.S. hospital. And they use the same type chemicals, and what I mean by that is they have germ-fighting chemicals here that they use to clean the rooms with, the care in the rooms on private hospitals. On the public hospital side, it's a little more worse, of course, because you have so many people because they have free health care for Filipino now here in the Philippines. So if you're Filipino, you can get free care. Now, Duterte has changed that for the advantage, and kudos out to him for that. But I wanted to tell today's story. Yes. Are they clean? Yes. Can you go there with comfort? Yes. They are very clean. The care is very well. The private rooms are very nice. I mean, they have aircon, they have TVs. I will not go into a hospital and do a video because I've had many opportunities because of friends and family. I decided not to do that because it's not really, to me, it's not proper. For me personally, it's not proper for me to go in, and I don't want to accidentally have someone in the bed or video or things like that. I can show you the hospital, I can show you pictures of it and things like that, and there's no problem there. You just have to trust me. Yes, it's clean. It's a very nice place to go. So you will not regret going to hospital. Now this, I'm only talking about where I live. Now in Davao, I know the Seventh-day Adventist Church hospital is very clean, and we've been to that one. It's very clean, very nice, just classy place. Hospitals here are clean also. So, but anyway, enjoy the video coming up. Today I want to talk about how beautiful it is here. Now I want to talk about hospital care in the Philippines. You know, it is nice out here today. We're waiting on a load of dirt coming, so we're building a concrete pad tomorrow for the garage off to the side here. I'll do a video on that, of course. We're using sandwich panel for our garage. So it'll be interesting. You guys might like it. Hospital care in the Philippines. Is there hospital care? Private and public hospitals. You know what? There is. And is the hospital care is good or better than it is in U.S. or any other country? Well, you know what? I can't really answer that because I've not really been in a hospital. But let me tell you from my experiences, I found it is good or even better because you can actually go in and see a doctor here pretty quick. U.S., you have to wait in the lobby. You have to wait here. You have to wait there. Sometimes if you go to a clinic, you have to wait. And sometimes you have to wait 30 minutes. And sometimes you have to wait an hour in the clinic. Here, you can just go straight in the hospital. They'll get your care pretty quick. There's doctors on staff? Yeah, there's doctors on staff, and there's 24/7 hospitals. But I do want to tell you that there are private, there are public hospitals here. Public hospitals are really used for Filipino. Private hospitals, of course, there are quite a few here where I live. Here where I live in town, there's 7 or 8 hospitals. There's one that I like to use more than anything else. It's actually for children's pediatric hospital. And the reason why I love that hospital, I go in the front door. It's always quick. I don't have to go in a big hospital. I don't have to wait. Not saying I have to wait, but I'm just saying it's easier for me. I go in, they do a blood test, and they do whatever you need to have done. You just tell them what's wrong with you, and usually it's right there, meaning you don't have to walk in a hospital. As you know, a private hospital, you got to walk from here, go over here, and then go over here to billing, and billing back over here. It's all in this one little box in this one hospital that we go to here. It's really, really unique. If you're sick, I want to go to that hospital. But what I want to say is, I'm looking for the trucks because I kept looking that way. We're waiting on the dirt. Here in town, there's 7 or 8 hospitals. 20 minutes west of me, there's 12 hospitals. 30 minutes east of me is 15 more hospitals. And I'm talking major hospitals. I'm not talking the little mom and pops. The hospital that we have here, the private hospitals are nice. I mean, they're, I don't know how many rooms. You couldn't count them. They're big. They're big. It's big hospitals. Some are Seventh-day Adventist church hospitals. Some are Catholic hospitals. Some are Baptist hospitals, and some are just hospitals. But I do want to tell you that the care is pretty good here. I had typhoid. I went and got care. I had a cyst growing on my head. They thought it was tumorous. It's like a pimple and went bad. It ended up being about the size of a grape. Went and had that looked at. Had surgery on it. In and out surgery in one day. And really great service, great doctors, and very informative. We went into a public hospital one time because I had high fever and we couldn't figure out what it was. Go in there and meet the doctor. He's a young doctor, about 30 years old. I got to talk with him and he asked me some questions of what I've been eating. I told him what I've been eating. He told me it's your intake, your food intake. Let me take your blood pressure. Took my blood pressure. Come to find out my blood pressure was high. Caused my fever to go high. Caused these other things to happen. And come to find out it's what I was eating. The type of foods I was eating. I'm not saying it's too much rice and things like that. He told me just be careful on some of that stuff. He said stay away from durian fruit. He said that will make your blood pressure sky high, it'll make you sick, and you can die from it. So I said you don't have to worry about that. I don't like the smell of it. There's also, like I said, plenty of clinics that you can ask for pains and aches and things like that, or you break your arm or break your leg, they can help you there. They also have, I've done many videos. In fact, I've done a video on insurance, but I'm going over hospital care because I have many people ask me, is there a hospital where you live? Can you get to the hospital? I don't care about the money. I have insurance. I just want to know if I can get to the hospital. Yes, you can. And there is hospitals here. Now, the VA now has set up with St. Luke's hospitals that if you do, or you're a veteran, and you have to pay the bill up front and then just submit the bills to the VA. My buddy went in the hospital and he already got his checks back, and it's within 6 to 8 weeks he got his check from the VA. And he submitted 30,000 pesos, a little over $300. The bill was $1,000 for what he stayed. I don't know how long he stayed for. He stayed in the CDL, and so anyway, she told me she got the money back already, and so which that's a good thing. But as you know, hospitals are something that people will ask you about, and you want to know if you're going to have an operation, need an operation, and things like that. Now there is also Guam that's close. You can fly there if you need an operation, but why do that in some cases? If you have insurance and some type of insurance, they can cover you. There's many companies, and I've done 2 or 3 videos on it of at least 15, 20, 30 companies that you can choose from, and the rates vary anywhere from $85 a month all the way up. There are some policies you can get for $60 a month, but the care only stops at a certain amount of limit. In other words, you can only get like a $500,000 US dollars of work done up to that limit. Or you can get 750,000, a million, 2 million, 3 million, and 5 million and up. There's unlimited policies. And you can get insurance when you're 65, and you can get insurance when you're 70, and you can get insurance quotes from these companies. So don't think you don't. The easiest thing to do is just go online and search. I do have videos. You want to search my videos. There's one in there. There's many videos on hospitals and things like that. But I thought I'd just do this video real quick and answer some of the questions I had about that. Some of the doctors, like I said, are trained in USA, and some have already passed the board in USA. And yes, in fact, the doctor I talked to, that young man, had already went to school in US and went to the internship there and got his medical degree and passed the board exam, came back to the Philippines, and is now a doctor at the public hospital for people here to help. And so there you'll find that you'll see that. And a lot of people that I know, believe it or not, are nurses from U.S. that's actually worked in the U.S., worked in Canada, worked in Bangkok, worked in Asia, worked in Hong Kong, Singapore, and that are back here working. They're OFWs that worked there before, and they're back home now and they're just doing it part-time or retired and doing volunteer work. And there's quite a bit there that happens here on that. But I wanted to just do this quick video on that and tell you hospitals are great here where I live. Now this is where I live. Now I don't know anywhere else about Cebu, Davao, or any other places. I do know that CDO has great hospitals. I don't know that much about Davao. They do have great hospitals in Davao. I know that for sure, because my friends that are here at my church actually work at the Seventh-day Adventist Church in Davao. They're Seventh Day at my church. The thing, the most important thing here is that if I need to get to the doctor, I could be at the hospital within 5 to 10 minutes on the high side. And they do have ambulances here, and yes, they will come pick you up. You call them. It's like a 911 type service. Davao has 911. You can dial 911 in Davao. I don't know about anybody else. I know Davao has it. I'm not sure about CDL. Here, you just call what they call emergency care as a number. Chicha has the number, and you just call them, and they're out here lickety split. But most of the time, if you have a problem, you scoot to the town, and of course they'll take care of you. But I want to thank everybody for watching. Please subscribe and hit like.